there are a few organizations who teamed up, partnered up to actually help the community and those in need, specifically in the greater West Bloomfield area. West Bloomfield Parks teamed up with Hospitality House for a food drive. And here to talk about that a little bit more from their perspective, representing West Bloomfield Park and a member of Hospitality House, we're joined by Meagan Tehako. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So we have this event going on. Essentially, it's not like a one-day event. It is a food drive where we are collecting food donations in different locations across the area. Can you explain this a little bit more from your perspective, please?
Sure. So the food drive runs from April 15th through the 26th, and there's four
Mhm.
locations within the township that people can drop off donated goods. Thank you for pulling up the list of items that they're suggesting would be good donations. It's always great to have a little
Mhm.
help when you're trying to figure out what to donate. So
Mm.
I have served on the board for Hospitality House for the past 2 years, and I also am the marketing manager here at West Bloomfield Park. So this has been really cool to have my two favorite organizations combined. I believe the food drive was actually set up by the West Bloomfield Police Department and the Police Foundation, and they're working with Vibe Credit Union to host the drive.
Okay.
So it really is a great example of community coming together, working with different organizations to, help those in the community that truly need it.
That is great information. It's always good to hear that things like this are going on because there's always people in need, people that we can help, in our within our communities, our next door neighbors, within our backyard, and things of that nature. From your perspective, how do you envision the community participating and engaging and contributing to this food drive?
Yeah, I think it's kind of twofold. So, of course, if you can donate any items, especially the ones listed on the flyer, there
Mhm.
would just be absolutely amazing. But also just awareness, right? So, just letting people know that there is a food pantry. It's located in Commerce Township. Excuse me. So, just letting people know that if they do have a need, there is a resource right in our backyard that wants to help. And food insecurity, it unfortunately is an issue that is just the need is just continuing
Mhm.
to rise. So last year, for example, Hospitality House nearly doubled the amount of people that they were helping. So it's great that they were able to meet the need, but unfortunately, we would obviously hope that the need wouldn't be rising. They gave out over 1 million pounds of food last year. So it really is
Wow.
it really is an organization that is very lean, but they're doing a lot of work. So, I mean, I think we've all felt it when we're out at the grocery store. Prices have just continued to rise. And
Yep.
some people, unfortunately, just are not able to absorb those costs. So, I'm really hoping the community can step up and really support those around us that need it.
See, and you brought it up, Megan. I'm glad you did, because I was just at the grocery store. I think I spent like $75. I walked back with like 3 bags of groceries. I said, "How did I just spend $75?" I used to have like hands full coming out of the grocery store spending $75. But it's great that we have organizations like this reacting to the inflation of groceries and food and things of that nature. Right now, joining us, representing West Bloomfield Parks and a member of Hospitality House, Meagan Tehako, joining us talking about their food drive in partnership with West Bloomfield Parks, Hospitality House, Vibe Credit Union, and beginning April 15th through the 26th with various locations collecting these items. So, Megan, you kind of spoke about it a little bit just previously, but my perspective is this type of event and drive hits different because it's not like those national organizations, those national things where they're like, okay, donate money, and you donate and you never know where it's going. You never see the effects of what's going on. With it being a local organization and us serving an actual need within the community, can you just talk about the impact of actually the donations that these individuals and families receive in need? Can you just talk about like you seeing it firsthand when you actually give it to them or they come and pick it up in that nature?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the really cool things about Hospitality House is that it's a pantry of choice. So, what that means is that
Hmm.
clients are able to come in and they shop just like they're at a regular grocery store. Some food
Okay.
pantries, they might just hand somebody a box of food and kind of hope that their
Hmm.
family likes the food that's included in the box. So that power of choice really does give so much to our clients. And the cool thing about a food drive is that with people donating different items, it allows for even more variety to be in the pantry. Because typically the foods and items that they're getting, there's certain brands, certain types, but these food drives really help increase the variety. So that's just another added perk that we can offer clients. I did also want to mention that Hospitality House does provide food for Temple Colony, which is right down the road here. So even though they're located in Commerce, they are certainly supporting the West Bloomfield community.
Great information to know. Thank you for sharing that with us. Also, can you once again reiterate the locations that are accepting donations? And you said you're head of marketing too when it comes to West Bloomfield Park. Can you just talk about how you are promoting it yourself outside of just right here on Civic Center TV? Also.
Sure. So there's four different locations for the food drive. The
Hmm.
Recreation Activity Center, which we are located in the Civic Center complex here. Also Town Hall, that's a second location. Our Connect Senior Center, which is located on 14 Mile Road over by Bushes. That's another location. And then Vibe Credit Union, their West Bloomfield location as well. So they're kind of spread out throughout the township, which hopefully will make it easy to drop off those donations. And as far as spreading the word, just please talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, your family, anything you can do to help spread awareness about the amazing work that Hospitality House is doing, but also any way that the community can support. There's lots of different ways, whether it's volunteering, hosting a food drive, donating, whether it's cash or whatever. There's
Right, right.
also a golf
Mm,
outing coming up this summer, which is one of two main fundraisers for the organization. So, all the
okay.
golfers out there, if you could mark July 29th on your calendar, we'd love to have you come out and support that event.
Absolutely, absolutely. Last thing I'm just curious about from your perspective personally, how would you assess the success of this food drive? What will make you consider it successful?
I would say, of course, lots of food, cars full of food would be amazing and
Hmm.
wonderful. But I just have, even since we've announced the food drive, I've had a lot of people just talking about Hospitality House more. And since being on the board for 2 years, that definitely has increased. I think awareness in the community is really growing, which is great because that
Mm.
just hopefully will in turn provide more support. So I think if we can, of course, fill several cars full of food, that would be an amazing success. But also, the more people that are familiar with this pantry and the work that they're doing in the community.
Thank you so much. Makes sense. And yeah, ultimately, we just want the help of the community to come out, donate the items that you may or may not have in need, but whatever you are willing to give to those in need, and just make sure you tell other people that those resources are available. Once again, from West Bloomfield Parks, as well as a member of Hospitality House, Meagan Tehako telling us about the upcoming food drive and their partnership with Five Credit Union, West Bloomfield Parks, as well as a hospitality house. Thank you again for your time, Megan.
Thanks so much, Kevin.